Thomas Paine, Common Sense. Dive into the world of A Common Sense by Thomas Paine, and explore the fundamental ideas of collective living, representative governance, and the dangerous pitfalls of monarchy. As you read through the summary of this groundbreaking book, you'll discover the importance of societies in accomplishing otherwise impossible tasks, and learn why humans rely on each other during trying times. Delve into the election process as the cornerstone of proper representation and governance, and uncover the author's views on why monarchies defy nature and God's will.
Society, necessity, and guidelines. As individuals, we can only accomplish so much on our own. The essence of human potential lies in our ability to live, work, and even rely on others for survival. From everyday tasks to crucial moments in our lives, collective efforts are indispensable. Societies emerged not only to facilitate multiple hands working together, but also to provide support during trying times. Our interdependence on one another makes a prospering society crucial for all members. However, the existence of moral shortcomings and selfish tendencies necessitates the implementation of guidelines. Laws are established to govern behavior and interpersonal relationships, ensuring that societies can safely flourish. Unraveling representative governance. Making collective decisions can be challenging, especially within large groups. With this in mind, representative governance emerges as a solution for societies that have outgrown direct democracy. Through frequent elections, citizens elect representatives who share their views, ensuring a connection between the electorate and the governing body. Monarchy, on the other hand, poses numerous issues such as the hereditary nature of power transfer and the potential for corruption. A prime example of the benefits of representative government can be observed in the American Revolution, historical event initiated by the author. Have you ever struggled to make a decision with friends or family on where to eat or what movie to watch? Now imagine making decisions with thousands of people, quite the challenge, right? As societies expand, direct decision-making among all individuals becomes impractical, giving rise to the need for representative governance. In these systems, distinct groups within society elect representatives through a voting process. Equipped with the ability to share their views, these representatives propose and decide on new policies on behalf of their constituents. However, to ensure proper representation and maintain a strong connection, regular elections are crucial. Choosing a takeout restaurant may not seem as significant, but the choice of governance has profound consequences. So, let's consider a monarchy, where one ruler holds power without any electoral process. This form of government is inherently flawed, as it elevates one person above all others, going against the natural principle of equality. Furthermore, the hereditary transfer of power carries significant risks, such as the possibility of an ill-equipped or even insane monarch leading an entire nation. Inherited power presents another corollary hazard: corruption. A sane individual, knowing they have unbridled control over the future, may yield to the temptation of power, leading to tyranny or madness. To appreciate the advantages of a representative government and the pitfalls of a monarchy, one needs only to observe the American Revolution. As a vital historical event, it showcases the transition from an oppressive monarchy to a representative democracy, a switch sparked by the author himself. America's quest for freedom. As countries mature, they often seek independence, a prime example being the United States breaking away from Britain. It's vital to recognize that no nation should claim ownership over another. The British misjudged the American identity, considering them part of their people. People determine their own identity; in this case, the Americans wanted to be recognized as such. Similar to teenagers rebelling against parental control, the United States saw the British rule as tyrannical. The British monarchy's oppressive taxes and absence of American representation in the British Parliament violated the rights of the Americans. Heavy taxation led to resentment and, in some instances, violence, such as the Boston Massacre. In addition to the crippling taxes, Britain stunted America's economic growth. By restricting the nation's trading freedom and preventing their ports from evolving into bustling hubs, Britain limited them to a fraction of their potential. America, with its abundant resources that were highly sought after worldwide, had vast untapped potential for trade and growth. Had the freedom to trade with countries like France and Spain been granted, the United States could have prospered exponentially, thereby allowing for the successful acquisition and sales of goods from all corners of the globe. Instead, the British policies stifled them, causing them to seek independence in pursuit of a future true to their identity and free of oppression.
In summarizing A Common Sense, we have journeyed through Thomas Paine's thought-provoking analysis of human societies, the necessity of representative governance, and the destructive nature of monarchies. Paine's work highlights the importance of creating societies that work together in mutually beneficial ways, ensuring a prosperous outcome for all involved. The book also explains the vital need for elected representatives in governing, rather than relying on an absolute monarch who might not have the best interests of the people at heart. Lastly, Paine's perspective on the American Revolution illustrates a significant real-life example of the fight for independence, and the cry for a fair and equitable governing system. Common Sense remains a timely and relevant exploration of the foundations of modern democracy and human interconnectedness.